You are now listening to the Highly Evolved Podcast. You can find this channel on Twitter, Gab.ai, BitChute, and Minds.com. This is a Real American Patriot channel for Real American Patriots. If you're not a Real American Patriot, please exit the channel. Furthermore, we are not sponsored by any outside interference. That means we're unscripted, unrehearsed, and unedited. With that being said, transmission will commence momentarily.
How you guys doing? Welcome to the HighlyEvolvedPodcast. My name is Stefan. You can find me at Minds.com, BitChute, Twitter, Gab.com. What's the point? Like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. On that note, guys, let's start the program. You know, today is July 30th. This is the day of the first day of the second Democratic debate. All right. And on that day, there's already been all these shenanigans going on. People are quitting the Democrat. The Democrat Party is in disarray right now, right? The Democrats don't know what they're doing. They have no leadership, all right? And this debate that I'm projecting, we're going to see another clown show again. It's going to be another clown show. My prediction is this will be another clown show, all right? And this article I want to bring up to you right here in a moment is going to prove that there's no leadership in the Democratic Party. There's no structures. All right, no guidance at all. All right, let me put this up for you guys. Give me one moment while I pull up this article for you guys. I just want to say, without you guys, this show would not be possible. So you are greatly appreciated. There you go. It's from Breitbart. It said top DCCC staffer quit and amid growing concern over diversity. All right, so basically they want to quit. I'm guessing they want more diversity instead of people who qualify for the position, right? We don't care about you qualified, but are you people of color? Are you black? Are you Hispanic? All right? Your qualification don't matter, all right? So this woman's quit, and it's because they want more diversity. They don't care about qualification. If you got to run a business like that, your business is gonna burn down to the ground, all right? You're gonna hire people that doesn't qualify to do the job. What kind of business ethic is that? All right, that don't make any sense. But let's continue reading the article. Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee has been under intense pressure amidst growing concern over diversity that saw top staffer resign Monday, which is yesterday. Monday, after those conflict boiled over into the public arena. The DCCC chairman, Cheryl Bostow, Democratic Illinois, has been facing complaint of congressional black caucuses. And, you know, the congressional black caucus, that's the most racist group of people because you don't see congressional. Like, why do you have a congressional black caucus? Why is that necessary? Are you guys that oppressed that you have to have a congressional black caucus? Doesn't make any sense. All right, the congressional Hispanic caucus, that's even racist. Like, They don't see this thing's racist, but if you see white people have a congressional white caucuses, then suddenly, you guys are racist. What's with the double standard? So why are we allowed to have congressional black caucus, congressional Hispanic caucus, and we can't have congressional white caucus? The double standard is high here, right? Who have been unhappy with the lack of minority representation of the DCCC. Sound like communists, right? The CCPP, whatever it is, Russia or China. All right. There is no one person of color, black or brown, that I am aware of any position of authority, the decision making of the DCCC. Marcia Fudge, Democrat Ohio, said it is shocking. It is shocking. Something needs to be done here. So would you want to get rid of people who qualified for people who you're not even sure qualified for position just because pure of their color? This is affirmative action at its best, right? Picking people for the color of skin and not their qualifications. That's a disaster waiting to happen. Bostow flew back to Washington, D.C. to hold an emergency meeting to address this internal strife within the organization. Tension boiled over. DCCC Executive Director Allison Joslow quit during the meeting. Political reports. At the beginning of the meeting, Joslow resigned and left the session immediately. The meeting, which was described as several sources spiraled and pointed last more than an hour and a half. When I was in 8th grade, I decided my life will be dedicated to serving the country. I did the first in uniform, but since tried to be a force of good in our politics, Joslo, an Iraq War veteran, said the statement later, and sometimes selfless service means having the courage to take a bow and shake off the mission, especially when it's at stake is so high. Tension continued to boil over. The domino effect continues, and the next 10 hours, which much of the senior staffer was out. Jared Smith, the communication director, another bolster of allies, Melissa Millers, DCC communication aide, Molly Reitner, political director, Nick Pranzakzio, deputy executive director, and Van Orland, the DCC director of diversity. Jaqueen Newman was the chief operator officer of the campaign arm, will serve as an intermediate executive director, facilitating the search for the permanent replacement, Bolster said in a statement on Monday. According to the Hill lawmaker called Monday, even the mass shake-up Monday night massacre, Cheryl campaigned as all things of people telling blue dogs one thing, telling progressive another. So inevitably, once in the office, she would disappoint them, the lawmaker added. Bolster said that it was a sober day filled with tough conversation, promised to put the DCC back to the protective of expand of our majority, and the staff was truly reflected on the diversity of all Democratic caucuses in our party. The high tension of within the DCC mirror the high power of the struggle between the House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and the far left member of the squad. You already know who the squad is. Look at all these names. Who aim to move Democratic Party further left in terms of ideology and self-imposed base quotas. However, the moderate Democrat worry that the extreme left-wing flag will alienate moderate voters and cost them. What you think? People have been trying to tell you not all Democrats are extremely left, and you can alienate the moderate Democrat, and they can vote the other way. All right, you guys are so stupid. The Democrats are a dumb group of people. All right, this is not the first time Bolster's faced criticism for big two moderates, as Breitbart News report. In January, Bolster received pushback from the group, such as Justice Democrats, who need to support more progressive policy. You mean Communist Party? Justice Democrats is the AOC party. That's what Justice Democrats. We do not support Cheryl Bolster's later in the DCCC says spokesperson Wadley Shali, whatever her name is. Bolster not support the progressive policy and like Medicare for all, free colleges, and Green New Deal, and ending private privilege immigration detention facility. Justice Democrats also criticized for receiving campaign fund mostly from corporate political action committees, not small donors, according to the USA Today. Bolster did not respond to political requests for comments, all right? There you go. That's the Democrat eating themselves alive, right? And this is on the eve of the Democratic debate, right? They want to put all these minority people. Let me tell you something. I'm minority people, right? When you look at these minority people, going back to Baltimore, lack of a better example, Baltimore, all right? Baltimore, Detroit, all right? All these minority cities, they're run by minority, and look where it's at right now, all right? They're run by minorities, especially AOC district minorities, John Lewis minorities. What's that? Maxine Waters run by she's a minority. All right. What's the guy named? Elijah Cummings. They're all minorities, right? And they represent minority district. And they're Democrats. What make you think that these people are capable of running anything right? All right, minorities. All right, these people are not the best example to run anything. So you can put minority into your organization. I'm pretty sure your DCC will collapse as well. All right, then it can collapse. The Democratic Party got no leadership. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, I don't mean to bash on minorities. All right, I don't mean to bash on minorities as a general term. I don't mean to bash on it, but yet again, there's a reason why they're not accelerating. There's a reason why they're minorities, because they don't have the best plan. All right, they don't have the best leadership. If they had the best leadership, Baltimore would not be in the situation it's in right now. If they had the best leadership, if these minorities have the best leadership, Maxine Water District would not be in the situation it's right now. All right, if they have the best leadership, AOC District would not be in the situation it's in right now. All right, so to say that minority have these ideas that's better than everybody else is far-fetched, is ridiculous. All right, it should be on people who qualified for the positions, who proven themselves that they could run a city. All right, I'm not saying all minorities have bad example, but clearly the one in the Democratic Party have bad leadership. All right, clearly you don't see conservative Congress person come from a bad district because they're conservative. Conservatives know how to run things. All right, you don't see any conservative lawmakers out there come from a bad district because they now run things. All these Democrat people, they all come from bad districts because they're Democrat. They don't know running anything. All right, and this is an example because of they're dropping out. They're so entrenched with identity politics right now. The Democratic Party. All right, they don't know how to win an election right now. They're in disarray. All right, and this is probably good for President Trump and good for conservative, because this is what for me. I want to see them crash and burn. I don't need to see the Democratic Party prosper, because they're evil entity, evil organizations. All right, and the minority who identify them as Democrat, you're brainwashed. You don't even recognize your own history of the Democratic Party. The party of racism, the party of KKK, the party of the Ku Klux. These Ku Klux, you're in the party of the Ku Klux. All right? You say you want to deal with racism, but you can't identify your own history of why you're in that party. Why would you say you hate racism, but you identified yourself with a party of racism? It doesn't make any sense. These people who identify these minorities, let's say that, lack of a better term, these minorities who identify themselves as anti-racist, don't like racism, but yet again, you're affiliated with a party that's racist influence. All right? It don't make any sense. And everything had to be erased to them. All right? But I digress. Let me know you agree. You think the Democratic Party is collapsing? Do you think this is just a beginning of the fall of the Democratic Party? Let me know you agree. Leave a comment below. Because of what I'm saying, YouTube don't want to monetize my channel because I'm unscripted and rehearsed and edit, because I'm not bounded by any outside interference. If you like what I do, please like, share, and subscribe. When you like, share, and subscribe, it encourages me to make more videos. When I make more videos, I saturate YouTube algorithm. When I saturate YouTube algorithm, I'm more expensive to a broader audience. Within those broader audience, I might enlighten them to get them to think for themselves, because that's the point of this channel, to get people to think for themselves. All right, not to be a group thinker. Group thinker is communism, Marxism, socialism, Democrat, Black Lives Matter, Antifa. Those are group thinkers. Group thinkers are the enemy of American sovereignties, right? They implement all these unnecessary policies to ruin people's lives, taking rights away, steal money from them, all right? You don't know where your money's going, still in taxation and stuff, all right? That's what group thinkers do, all right? Because of that, I'm not taking any donations, because it's more an incentive for me if I get you to think for yourself. You have to agree with everything I say, but at least think for yourself. On that note, guys, let me know what you think. This is the HighlyEvolvedPodcast. I know your time is very precious, and I try to waste your time when it's fun. And you guys have a good day. Peace.